Welcome to another edition of Inside the Artist with your host, John J. Ruppert. I recently had the pleasure of speaking with an angel about his very successful and rewarding music career that spanned many decades. The angel, in fact, calls himself Angel Lewis. Angel began his musical journey in the 70s, working as a session player for Frank Virtue at Virtue Recording Studios on Broad Street in Philadelphia. As a young man, his parents were into music. His mom was a singer and his father played guitar. Angel's brother sang in a doo-wop band on the street corner of Philadelphia. His sister's boyfriend taught him a couple of songs on the guitar. The first song Angel learned to play was La Bamba, then Lemon Tree by Trina Lopez. He continued to learn more songs after that and eventually taught himself to play bass and harmonica. Growing up, some of his music inspirations were Smokey Robinson, The Crest, and Jackie Wilson. The minute the Beatles landed, he was hooked on rock and roll, though he never stopped liking other music and added them to his archive. The very first original song Angel wrote was a little ditty about love and being an astronaut. Angel was only 11. At the age of 13, Angel's first band was called the Flaming Stars. They even had a logo on their bass drum. He remembers the first big stage he stepped onto as a musician. That was the Aquama, back in 1969. Angel played on the back line for a guy who was a local singer named Slick, not to be confused with AJ. Some of Angel's favorite local venues to play when his music career began were Jeans on the Boulevard, the Townhouse Tavern, and the Philly Cookbook. Angel ran an open mic night at the Philly Cookbook. He remembers everyone in the music scene came out because it was the up-and-coming venue in the area for the 70s and 80s. Angel remembers his best stage show was when he played at the Nassau Coliseum in front of 7,000 people, along with other acts like the Coasters, the Temptations, and many other acts. I asked Angel if he decided not to be a lifelong musician, what other profession did he see himself doing? He said he probably would have stayed in the home improvement business where he worked as a contractor hanging wallpaper for the union, in addition to building kitchens and bathrooms. In the early 1970s, Angel sent a bunch of his original songs to Musicians' Friends, which was a magazine similar to the Out of the Town Entertainment Guide that promoted local musicians. Musicians' Friends held numerous contests for unsigned songwriters. Angel was awarded honorable mention for his songwriting. In 2019, he won awards for Best Pop Song, If I Give You My Heart, Best Country Song, I Want to Feel That Feeling Again, and the Executive Award, all from Academia Music Awards. This year, 2020, Academia Music Awards recently nominated him for a Vision Award. Angel has played in big and small bands throughout his amazing career. These days, he has been playing solo most of the time. As far as his musical preference, it depends on the players, the material, and the experience of the players. Angel believes as long as every musician is on the same page, then it is really a lot of fun. Every songwriter has their own style of writing. Angel remembers he was on his way to the studio to work on a song he had already begun working on for some time. While going there, he got a little video in his head, and by the time he arrived, he'd already written in his mind a totally new song than the one he was originally going there to record. Angel went into the studio and recorded the new song while putting the other one on the back burner. It was a great experience, as he recalled it. Angel believes since he began his career, so many things have changed about the music scene. But, as the old saying goes, rock and roll is here to stay. Some of the changes he'd like to see would be taking us back to the 70s, when rock and roll was fun before Mad was out there blaming everybody for a few which couldn't drink and drive. He also believes social media is like a 2-inch ad. It all depends on how you use it. Angel says touring is not that different than being in a local band that's working constantly together. Sometimes, circumstances find them having to go from one band to another. A lot of the musicians on that tour that work on the back line are there because they know the business and do their job very well. Angel said he works out a lot of the bands that play locally so they can really know the material. It always comes down to the experience and dedication, so there really isn't much difference in touring to playing local gigs. After years of playing in the backline for such groups as the Coasters, the Spinners, the Times, and Jimmy and the Spiders, Angel got a call from Danny and the Juniors in 1992 for a live audition. After passing the audition, Angel began touring with Danny and the Juniors. Angel remembers being intimidated first by Joe Terry when he first began touring with the band. However, after a while, Angel began to understand the genius of his management techniques and grew to respect him. He recalls it was a great experience playing with them because he learned so much about performing. Angel got to play in places he never would have been or seen. It indeed was a great experience that he'll never forget. In addition to playing with Danny and the Juniors, he's also played with Bobby Lewis and Joey Dean and the Starlighters. Angel shared the stage with top acts like the Dovells, the Dells, the Coasters, the Spinners, Bobby Lewis, the Crystals, the Marvelettes, Gary U.S. Bonds, Bobby Rydell, Lee Andrew, the Turtles, Lou Christie, and so many others over the years. Angel said he would have loved the chance to perform with Johnny Maestro and George Harrison. The biggest shows Angel recalls playing were the Meadowlands and the Nassau Coliseum. His band, Danny and the Juniors, played out on the side stage with over 2,000 people at a fair. Angel has also played on that same stage that Jimi Hendrix played on in San Francisco. Angel's band performed at a week-long Italian fair in Milwaukee, with other well-known acts playing alongside them. Angel considers If I Give You My Heart the best song he's ever written because the vocals were great, the players were awesome, and everything came together so naturally for that number. He wants everyone to know that if you ever get the opportunity to live your dream, then take it. The one regret about his music career is that he didn't spend enough time with his kids. Angel's wife had to raise their boys on her own for the longest time, and she did a fantastic job. As Angel reflected on what keeps him going after all these years, he said that it's what he does. He doesn't know what else he'd be doing if he wasn't playing and performing. Angel believes it's the only profession that allows you to do it until the day you die. He remembers Gene Pitney passed away an hour after having a standing ovation at his last performance. It is the only profession where you could be 100 years old and still be able to perform. It is why we do it, Angel said. Angel will be coming back to Philly soon to put together a doo-wop band. He will be staying for a while and hopes the audience appreciates the performances so they come back and see them again. Remember, it's not often you get a chance to see a real live Angel. If you want more information on Angel Lewis, he has his music up for sale on eBay and other sites. You can also visit him on Facebook, www.facebook.com/angel.casino2. I can be reached at jjruppert@aol.com. Thanks for listening.